lovely to see. Wow, that takes us all back. Did you see the audience? Everyone was going then. And you are going back all together this time, aren't you? Going out on tour.
We're on tour between kind of October and December this year, about 31 dates around the country.
October 13th, we kick off at the Birmingham Symphony Hall, and we've had to go to a bigger venue in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Go Midlands!
Well remembered.
I'm not getting this retro thing, because for me, I'm still in the 80s.
Yeah, we are. We're stuck there.
Yeah, we haven't got a choice, really.
Pays the rent.
So how was it the four of you got together? Was this your idea, or did a producer say, let's go out on the road? Or because I know you've all been working individually.
Yeah. Well, we're off to Australia with Nik in September, so this is a kind of a continuation of that, really. Yeah.
And is it a joy to play all those hits that the audience really want to hear?
Yeah.
Is that fun?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've all got new stuff that, I mean, I have a new album out, you had a new album out last year, and Pete did as well, Riding Blinds, and we all do new stuff and we continue to be creative, but the 80s is that everybody holds the era in such great affection, and so we're very privilleged that we were the sort of the heavy hitters of our day, if you like, and people still want to hear the songs.
So will you be wearing power earrings and big shoulder pads?
No!
Yeah, I
I've still got the shoulder pads.
Yeah, no, it's great fun to do.
What do your kids think of the 80s? Because they're, what, in their 20s? Are they?
No,
18
my
in their
son's
teens?
12.
Oh, 12 in their teens. So
Yeah,
coming up
Scarlett's
to teenage.
17. She listens to Muse exclusively with her headphones on 24/7. But we all love Muse. And my son Dylan, he's 12, and he's got more sort of pop sensibilities like I have, and he does like to pout. Yeah.
So when they see Mum in the 80s and they watch stuff like this, you know, do they see you as a pop star?
I don't think kids do.
No, they don't.
No.
They
My
just all-
kids keep
yeah.
going, Mom, get over it. Move on.
A vague embarrassment, really. Yeah.
I don't know. I catch my daughter Tara listening to our music as I go past the front room sometimes. As soon as I open the door.
Secretly.
Scarlett says, "You're on the radio, Mum." She goes, "Get out of my room." I'm on Jack FM all the time.
Peter, I wanted to ask you, because we saw the clip there from We Close Our Eyes, which is a huge hit, and you were busting a few moves there. Are you still going to be dancing that energetically this time?
Busting, I don't know about...
I think
Dolly and Cream directed that video, and they were very smart. They knew that we had no on-camera experience. They'd never worked with us before, and so they presented me with the wrench on the morning of the video shoot so that I would have something to pump up.
And have you still
what
got the grubby
muscles there
vest?
I think my manager's still got it, actually. If he's hoping it's going to be worth anything, I think he's...
When you're on tour now, will it still be like the old days? Will it still be rock and roll after the show, or is it tea and
Breaking
bed?
television. So
Cup of tea and bed now.
Yeah, once we've taken our medication, it'll
Yeah.
be fine. It'll
What
be
I find
fine.
really interesting, because you say the 80s has got great power, but my grandchildren, they're sort of more or less in their teens now, but they'll go to me, how do you know that song?
Yeah.
Because they're all into the 80s music, aren't they?
They don't know who we are. They know the song.
They
It's
do.
ever thus.
Yeah.
But why do you think there's been this big 80s revival? Because it's big, isn't it?
Well, I did my first 80s tour in 2001. Were we on that together, the Here and Now? All the arenas, we did it with Kim Wilde and Heaven 17.
Yep.
So that's 15 years, and even with my rubbish maths, that's 5 years longer than a decade, isn't it? So,
Wow.
And you're doing, obviously, all your own hits, but I believe you're going to be singing together a bit. So what will you be singing together? Is it covers of other people's songs?
Could be.
or-
Yeah, could be. But few surprises. I think, you know, we're going to be doing some songs together, some of our own. In fact, we may even do one of Nick's songs.
Yeah, I might even do one of these.
Oh,
You just don't know.
interesting.
Gonna have to
You
come.
had a track on the soundtrack of the Pretty Woman film, didn't you, as well?
Yep.
But you weren't that impressed with Julia Roberts, really.
We did meet her on one single occasion. She was with Kiefer.
Careful now.
And
Yeah, he can't have a peer
listen,
like
it's a
that,
very
can he?
short story, I'm telling you. No, it was obviously very nice to meet Julia, and she said, "You guys have a song in my show," which is, I think that's film speak. At the time, I thought, oh, seems quite self-involved. But then Kiefer went, and that was the end of that conversation.
That must have
Yeah.
paid for a few things.
Yes.
And continues to do so.
Royalties, very
That was a
nice.
good afternoon's work, Gloria, that was.
And you said, I think you said that you were struck by how short she was, because I've never met her. I always thought she'd be really tall.
Well, in that picture, she looks
but
like...
people always say
But that's
that.
only
You
her
look,
head.
you look
That's
taller
not-
on the
that's not
telly, don't
Julia.
they? Yeah.
Oh, is that just
Only
her
from
head
the
on that
up.
picture?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Well, that's a trick, Colin. We could do
Oh,
that.
that's what we need.
Well, this is only my head. The rest of me's, you know...
Wait till you see the tour.
Nick, I know as well as performing, you write a lot of music. And I didn't know you wrote Chesney Hawkes' big hit, didn't you? I Am the One and Only. That's a song, isn't it?